The online world completely exploded tonight after Jungkook and Taehyung boldly showed their romantic relationship on the stage of the World Cup final. The duet performance of the song Dynamite during the halftime show turned into a stage for a declaration of love that left millions of pairs of eyes wide open due to their unexpected actions. When the lyrics lighted up like dynamite echoed, Jungkook spontaneously changed the choreography and pointed directly at Taehyung with a very deep gaze full of love. Taehyung welcomed it with a boxy smile full of happiness, triggering mass hysteria among global netizens who instantly raised celebration hashtags until they dominated worldwide trending topics. The commotion peaked in the mixed zone area when Taehyung honestly acknowledged Jungkook as the most precious person in his life in front of dozens of international journalists. Army, welcome back to VKook. Today we've got another exciting update you won't want to miss, so stay tuned until the end. The online world completely exploded tonight following a shocking performance delivered on the grand stage of the world's biggest football tournament. Hashtags surrounding Jungkook and Taehyung's presence at the closing and trophy presentation ceremony instantly dominated the global trending topics within minutes. Millions of pairs of eyes that were initially focused on the high tension of the football match were suddenly diverted by the roaring thunder of the crowd in the stadium as the spotlights directed to the center of the field. This duet performance of the hit song Dynamite was not only an epic closure to the tournament, but also a stage for a disguised declaration of love. Fans watching through the screen as well as those attending live in the stadium immediately highlighted how the two appeared perfectly matched in matching toned outfits. The choice of clothing they wore that night radiated the aura of a well-matched couple, reinforcing the closeness that has often been a puzzle until now. The elegant yet casual clothing design seemed deliberately prepared for this special moment, making the visuals of both under the stadium lights look extraordinarily beautiful. Every dance move they performed flowed with such a natural harmony, showing a chemistry that went beyond professional boundaries. The real commotion in the virtual world peaked when the song reached its most iconic chorus. What caused a stir was when the lyrics lighted up like dynamite echoed. Jungkook spontaneously changed his usual choreography direction and pointed directly at Taehyung with a very deep gaze. This unexpected action immediately made the entire stadium roar, triggering mass hysteria from fans who instantly caught the signal. Jungkook's gaze that night could no longer be hidden by the flashes of the stage lights, as his eyes were so focused and full of admiration. Taehyung, who received that meaningful gaze, immediately welcomed it with his signature boxy smile, which was incredibly sweet and filled with a glow of happiness. He was not awkward at all. Instead, he stepped closer and sang right in front of Jungkook while synchronizing their dance steps. This intimate interaction in the middle of the green field, witnessed by hundreds of thousands of live spectators, felt so sacred and full of emotion. Those few seconds seemed to emphasize that the noisy outside world that night meant nothing compared to each other's presence on stage. Many netizens immediately commented on various social media platforms that this performance was their elegant way of showing their romantic relationship to the world. The rumors that had been circulating about a special relationship between them now seemed to receive the most beautiful confirmation imaginable. Fans agreed that choosing an international stage this grand to show their feelings was a very brave and romantic move. Video clips of the scene were watched up to tens of millions of times within just hours after the event ended. One of the most viral tweets tonight discussed how facial expressions can never lie about true feelings. The way Jungkook looks at Taehyung cannot lie. That is the gaze of someone in love, wrote one netizen in a post that was instantly liked by tens of thousands of people and reshared on a mass scale. Analysis after analysis from netizens kept emerging, dissecting every second of the sweet interaction they showed on that magnificent stage. Everyone agreed that there was a very strong and real romantic vibe radiating from this couple. Not stopping at the main stage, media cameras also managed to catch a small but very meaningful moment shortly after the song ended and the stadium lights began to dim slightly. Jungkook was seen naturally wrapping his arm around Taehyung's waist to guide him off the field to protect him from the crowd of staff and backup dancers. Taehyung himself appeared to lean his head for a moment against Jungkook's shoulder while continuing to wave to the audience stands with a smile that never faded. This protective and attentive attitude shown by Jungkook further strengthened the public's belief that they are indeed a couple who look out for one another. The atmosphere in the backstage area of the stadium was also reported to be no less warm by several local crew members on duty that night. According to rumors circulating among fans, the two continued to walk side by side while holding hands tightly once they were away from the main camera's spotlight. These small, affectionate habits showed how comfortable they were being themselves when near one another. The romantic relationship they share seems to have become a beautiful open secret within their closest circle. A wave of support and congratulations from fans across all corners of the world continued to pour in without stopping until the early hours of the morning. Many felt touched to be able to witness a happy moment from a couple who has always given positive energy to many people. The hashtag celebrating their relationship even managed to displace news about the final score of the football match itself in several countries. This phenomenon proves just how great the attraction and influence of their romantic relationship is in the eyes of the global public. The closing night of this world tournament will ultimately always be remembered not only for the gold trophy lifted by the winning team, but also for the bravery of love shown on stage. Tonight's duet of the song Dynamite has turned into a new anthem for the love story of Jungkook and Taehyung, which is now known to the world. With millions of prayers and support pouring in, their romantic relationship now steps into a new chapter that is more open and filled with multiplied happiness. The excitement of that night did not stop there, because the moment most anticipated by the media actually occurred in the mixed zone a few moments after the two stepped down from the main stage. Dozens of international journalists from various leading entertainment and sports media squeezed into the interview area, hoping to get a direct statement from the couple who had just shaken the world. The atmosphere, which was initially noisy with shouted questions, suddenly turned into an anticipation-filled silence when Jungkook and Taehyung walked side by side into the area with relaxed steps and smiles still blooming. When a reporter from a global media outlet asked a question about what it felt like to perform a duet together on a stage as big as the World Cup final, the atmosphere in the room instantly turned deeply romantic. Taehyung took the microphone first, then turned his body slightly to look directly into the eyes of Jungkook, who stood right by his side. With his deep baritone voice that was calm yet trembling with emotion, Taehyung answered, "This is the most precious moment in my life because I am sharing it with the most precious person." Such an open statement, filled with profound meaning, instantly triggered excited whispers and a flurry of camera shutters from journalists who were shocked by the idol's honesty. Jungkook, hearing the sweet remark, could not hide the blush on his cheeks, but he immediately chimed in with a very warm, meaningful smile. Looking back at Taehyung with deep pride, Jungkook firmly added, "We gave our whole hearts on that stage earlier, and I think everyone could feel what we wanted to convey through the song." These love signals, delivered elegantly in front of the international media, seem to be a new chapter confirming that their romantic relationship is now ready to be shared with the world. The impact of the romantic moment presented on the green field did not only enchant millions of fans at home, but also managed to steal the attention of the entire VIP tribunal, filled with a lineup of the world's top celebrities. The stadium's official cameras several times caught the amazed expressions of a number of Hollywood actors and Grammy-winning global musicians who were spotted standing and applauding enthusiastically. Several international models sitting in the front row were even caught on camera smiling fondly while whispering to each other, getting carried away by the sweet chemistry and romantic interaction shown by the couple under the downpour of stadium lights. This euphoria quickly spread to the digital realm when several legendary football athletes, who had just finished the match or were present as guests of honor, joined in expressing their admiration. Through their personal Instagram accounts, these stars of the green field flocked to repost video clips of the Dynamite Duet to their Instagram stories, and not a few of these world athletes attached captions of praise, stating that Jungkook and Taehyung's performance was not just a regular halftime entertainment, but a work of performing art filled with a very real energy of love. Leave your positive comments here. The best comment will be pinned as a way to honor their love. Thank you to everyone who continues to support this channel. May God reward all of your kindness. This video reflects my personal opinion and interpretation. It is made for entertainment purposes only and does not represent confirmed facts.